Good morning, Wendy here today to show you how I like to assemble embellishment clusters. I am going to make a card, but for me cards are not my thing. But I love to make clusters. So I'm going to make a cluster and then I'll put it on a card later or even on a layout. So these are the items that I've started with. I love doilies because they add in just a little bit of lightness, fluffiness, but they don't take up much. I also love these die cut or the cut files from this month, the February kit, because again, they're light, they're airy, and you can just tuck them in different places, which are good for clusters. Here's the banner. I picked out these word stickers from Maggie Holmes, and then these little puffy stickers because I need something small. Here's some of the die cuts. And then for me, Project Life cards are great, and tags. You can use them in your albums, you can use them on your layouts, you can use them on cards, you can use them in your Project Life albums. But they're great bases and they have great sayings on them and which help fill in the spaces. So the first one I wanted to work with was friends don't let friends do silly things alone. Because we're talking about friends and being together, I thought the and sign would work really well there. Now, I need a base to put this on, and so I'm gonna, since this is a smaller cluster, I'm gonna put this on this tag. And probably right about there, I guess. Okay, now I'm starting to get a cluster, but it's still small. So I'm going to add in one of these little fluffy pieces because it looks like a floral sprig. So I'm going to add that in. Okay, that's looking nice. Now, because this is going to go on a card and not a layout, I'm going to go for a larger base. So I'm going to use a full doily. Okay, so that's really looking feminine, like something I would send to a girlfriend. But it still needs a boundary. Now, at first, I was thinking I could put it on this heart paper. And while that looks good, it kind of blends in. And it doesn't pop enough. So I need another layer under there. A 3x4 card is a little too tiny because this tag is bigger than that. So I didn't like that. And then I really like that. And I'm thinking I'm going to take this away now and maybe go with a square card. Now there is a fox on there, so I'm just kind of trying to hide him because he's not a part of this piece. So I think I really like that. Since friends don't let friends do silly things alone, I think I'm going to do inspire someone today. Kind of down here. And then, since we're talking about friends, we're going to need some little friends. This little hedgehog is really cute. So is the bunny. I think I like the bunny because see how the hedgehog is going this way? It would work, but it's kind of separated from my cluster, which is right here. But if I use that bunny, see how it's right there in that cluster? So I am going to use my bunny and put it right about here. And that looks very soft and sweet. I think I like this little puffy thing of flowers to kind of draw my tag up. Even though my cluster is here, you still want to pull it either way. And there are some other cute things, but I don't want to add too much cutesy either. I thought about the bonjour, but I think that's too much. So at the moment, that's where I'm going to stop. I might want to add in, see these labels with this color around them? That would be good too, except that I've already used the lighter color. But I could add this in also for a little bit of color. All right, so I have the sticker, the bunny. I added in a little bit of the string from the February kit. And then because this is a card, I decided to use the jelly bean soup labels with a hello right here. So I think it's going to go right about there. Now I will have to take that puffy sticker off and add it maybe down here now. I think actually one of my favorite tools is this calligraphy pen. This way I can put my stickers on there and move it around and my fingers don't get stuck. So there we go. All right, so there's my finished grouping. Okay, so this could easily go on a layout. You could put a picture right here or even on this side, or it could go in your Project Life album, or it'll go on a card, and you'll see that soon. Here's another group that I pulled out. I like this card, and it's Valentine's today, so I thought maybe I should put something together. All right, so I chose these flowers and this love. I thought that looked pretty good. It's missing something right there. So even though I'm forming this cluster, and again, you could have formed it without the card on it, it needs something behind it. So I actually took one of the Project Life cards from January's kit because I knew there were some hearts there, and I cut that out. And I like it, well, right behind this, if I can get it there. Okay, something like that. So right there you have a cluster. Now if you were going to put this on a layout, you could easily put it on a doily. You could easily stick another one of these little pieces in there. See how it's building up? You could then go to the smaller stickers like these labels and add something in, or even a little puffy sticker. All of those would look really nice here. You could again put a label in. There's the one I used on the other one. I just cut it in half because only some of it was showing. You could tuck that in. Because I need a card though, I think I'm going to go like that, I believe. I had thought before I might turn it the other way, but now I'm not sure. And then I like this gray paper on it, especially because I kind of need something for my husband. So now I'm also looking at this, and I'm thinking maybe I'd like to tie it around here, maybe just around the bouquet, or possibly on here. It adds a different feel because it's more everyday-ish. But if I'm going to give this to my husband, it's a little too frilly right now. So there we go. Like I said, I'll probably go in and add some cute little something here. I'm not sure what yet. Have to take a look. I could put a little bird up there. That looks really good up there, doesn't it? Kind of right there. And then that heart that was beside it on the paper looked good right there. I don't know, maybe I add in the little fox down there, or not the bunny. That wouldn't work for us. But anyway, and then again, I'll cut this down probably into a small card, where this one's more of a square card. This one will probably be like a 4x6 card. And these pieces will just hang all over. But see, this little grouping could easily go anywhere. So sometimes it's just fun to play with die cuts, put them together in fun little ways, and then you can use them later for whatever you need. And I need a card. So I will show you the finished product later. Thank you so much for joining me. And this was all made except for the heart, was made from the February Ashton Court kit. And enjoy.